Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for Spiegel Mom Scraps Trendy Tuesday. Today I'm going to work with these two photos and the Heart Day collection by Crepe Paper. So this is the new Valentine's collection for 2017. I grabbed the bigger sheet here of the really pretty X's and O Heart Day paper, just showing you the B-side as well. And I just cut out a heart. I just traced it on my own with a pencil and then cut it out. That was how I was able to do that. And I'm now going to trace my heart by lining it up with different sequins. This was so much fun. I loved doing this so much. So I'm going to just pick a couple colors from 3 different sequence packs, and they're going to be in the description below because of course at this moment they've completely escaped my mind. 2 of them are from the newer not the new release from January, but from the release back in November. And so 2 of them are from there, and I love them. I love that purple. So I did kind of switch it up a little bit to soften it, and you could just see the finished look there. I just stitched each one of those. It did take me a long time. I'm talking like this is probably a day and a half later. It did take me quite a while. I also grabbed a couple pieces of the ephemera pack from the Heart Day collection as well. And this was the floral piece that I just cut in half for a little bit of just something there that's sticking out of the heart for a little bit of dimension to the whole layout as a whole. And I'm going to title this Our Adventure Awaits. I'm using these thickers, but what I'm going to do is use my shimmers and the licorice stick dazzlers and paint them black. So you can see they magically become black. And I really love that. At the same time, I'm also showing you that I've backed my photo with 2 pieces of pattern paper just in my stash. And what I'm wanting to do here is add a little bit of paint. So I was kind of showing you what my plan was, but I used this really pretty purple dazzlers, and I'm going to paint it and just make a little splash. I probably should have used a different brush, but that's okay. Of course, this is a very soft purple. So what I'm going to do is use my Razzle Dazzle Spritz spray instead. I think this is a Vibes, if I remember correctly. And I just added that for a little bit more color to the back of it. It's very subtle, and you can barely see it behind the word awaits. But I still liked it. It was a fun little neat dimension, something I haven't never done before. So I thought that was really neat to do something like that. And kind of branch myself out a little bit within my mixed media. I'm still quite new to mixed media. I do use it more and more, but it's still a little scary to me. So I've let that dry, and as you can see, it's very subtle, but you can see it a little bit. I'm now just going to do some embellishment here. I've gotten some new supplies recently, which you can see if you head over to my own channel. I have a couple haul videos up if you'd like to see the things that I've purchased. And so I'm just picking a few little pieces here and there, a couple arrows. I'm using them to point out and away from the photo because I'm saying it awaits. So this is actually going to be an opening layout for an album I'm creating about Sean and myself. So it's our kind of like our love themed album. I have a family album. I have an album for Jackson. I will have an album for our little girl when she arrives. And so I also wanted to have an album that's just dedicated to stories about Sean and myself. I also have an album of myself. So I have lots of different albums things go into here. So I am just slowly decorating. I didn't do a lot of embellishment, just enough to make it look really pretty, but I still wanted the sequins to be the highlight of this layout because they took me so much time, and I really loved the way they turned out. I've also taken out this ephemera pack. This is from the Crepe, also the Crepe Paper Hello, is it Hello Love? I believe that's the new collection. It's from the same collection as the pattern paper. And what I did is I found a little tag that had a heart that I really liked, and I'm just trimming it, fussy cutting that out. And that's going to be up at the top there, as you can see. It's going to be my 3rd element for my triangular effect. I talk about this all the time. I love to use elements and embellishments to create triangle effect that helps move your eye around the page here. So I couldn't really figure out at that moment what else to add to it, so I'm going to take that away and instead go and do some stitching. I just stitched black around the entire layout, just a little subtlety. The only thing I realized looking back at this layout, what I really should have done when I stitched the sequins was stitch them in black as well. I think that would have been really, really neat. But I am not going back to fix it now, so they're just going to stay the way they are. And the final thing you're going to see me do here is go back with my Razzle Dazzle vibes here, and I'm going to spray one of the heartfelties that are so beautiful and add that to my page. I have not put the journaling on yet. I will do that off camera on another day, but this wraps up my layout for the week. I hope you've enjoyed, and everything will be in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Bye.